we're back, people. It's what you've been waiting for. It's 2020, Two Ties Talk. We're returning, and it's going to be a busy year. We're back. How you feeling?
Very good, very good. How you feeling?
Yeah, nice and refreshed after a nice little break. And this time, popular demand, we've got Brandon on. Got a little bit of JD and Coke there. But yeah, do you know what? We're looking forward to this year. Obviously, we started it end of 2019. Like I said, bedded ourselves in. But now we're ready to hit you with some deep topics, some funny ones. We're just going to talk about everything, so it's going to be a busy year. So yeah, obviously New Year's is done, Christmas is done, back into it. What did you get up to this weekend, first full January, back in?
What did I do? Went to Barcelona.
Oh, you did, innit?
Overseas.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Actually,
yeah,
already.
Man, Barca.
Was it sick?
Sick, man. I loved it.
Is that the first time you've been?
Yeah, 100%
First time?
go back as well.
Oh, is it? I thought you'd been before.
Nah,
Did you go?
I've been there.
Did you go Choco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Sick, innit?
In the summertime, I could just imagine how sick that is.
Yeah, it was.
So, I'm going back in the summer, but
yeah,
obviously I couldn't even watch Barca play, which is annoying. I'd love to watch him.
Yeah, the break.
Stadium tours are not the same.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I went to like stadium and like.
Yeah, nah, I done a stadium tour as well. But I wish I could watch the game.
Yeah. So next time I go back, be a game.
Yeah.
And proper.
Yeah. I'm down. It's mad. It's how windy it is out there.
Mad, isn't it?
It's like a storm coming.
Hurricane Katrina.
It is. What do you got up to this weekend, Brad?
Low key one, man.
Yeah,
one of
chill
them
out.
early 2020 weekends where you just have to get like the principles laid out for the new year, man.
I like it.
Get jogging.
Jogging.
Jogging thing.
Jogging. I like it.
Jogging thing.
Coming healthy, Brandon Farrell.
Yeah, man. But,
Yeah,
sure the new year's laid out all nice.
Yeah, nice, man. Decent. Well, mine was different to you lot because I went London, went clubbing at my big age of 26, and I got kicked out of the club. I got kicked out. Kicked out of the club. I was embarrassed. You know, I didn't even know about it. I don't normally drink, obviously. Obviously, you lot don't know. I'm not really a massive drinker, so when I do, I'm gone. So I went into the club, woke up next morning, McDonald's everywhere. Next minute, everyone's like, yeah, you got kicked out last night. I'm like, what? That's it. That's me done. Resting. Come June time, May time, I'm back
June.
out. I'm resting for 6 months. Retirement.
Man said June.
Retirement.
I'm
pending. You know, I know. Do you know what the maddest thing though was? Is that I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm a very polite person, innit? But I got kicked. When I got asked what I get kicked out for, apparently some guy got rude to me in the toilets, and then I was like,
who?
Blah blah blah. Some 2 white guys. I don't know.
A worker or what?
Nah. Some random people in London. Yeah, Mahikis got rude to me, and then I was like, just remember, blah blah blah. That is a storm. I was like, man has come free. Man has come free. And literally, I must have been repeating it. And then the guy does in the toilet, looky man guy, got the bouncers dragged out. I was like, what? For saying man has come free? That's me just trying to be polite, to tell you to be polite. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Rude. So this topic, basically, I know we're talking about New Year's and obviously January and that. But that's what I'm going to talk about. People being rude and mannerisms.
I was in a master lock, blood, getting dragged out the club like this.
Master lock.
Apparently, like, my mum used to work on the doors and that. She said, if there's ever some dickhead in the club, the smartest way to play it is to basically, like, put your hand up, be cheeky as fuck.
Really?
Then you look like you're on the defence, so you take your pussy off.
Yeah, but they're going to try and lip read you through the camera,
and
isn't
on
it?
the camera, it's like, this guy's that innocent, isn't it? But you can
but you can say what you want.
Put your hands up.
Yeah, because it's what you can, obviously it's not what they know, it's what you can prove.
I'll say.
Yeah,
Next
that's true. So I was like, oh my God, the things went obviously. And then the Saturday, woke up, went to a garage brunch, which was sick. That's what I recommend for you people. I don't even know, I've never been to brunches, yeah. Went to my first one this weekend, and it was sick. 12 till 6, this bare garage in Brixton. It was live. I think I was going to go one time anyway. But yeah, so I think with the topic, the first one, obviously it can be fun, we can talk about it, and it's serious as well. But mannerisms and people being rude and prejudging. Because I think this is just something that happens subconsciously, whether it's subconsciously or happens deliberately every day in someone's life or whatever. It's just something that always happens, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, all the time, man.
Yeah.
People that eat with their mouth open. How do you feel about that?
That's funny. People eat with their mouth open. You know, this reminds me of them. You know, when the school days, yeah, when people used to have them pasta, like beans and toast pasties or whatever, get man that eating in school. Like, I used to get mad, like it's chilling in the break time, and I'm like, just chill, man. Why are you like all custard, like all that beans down their top, beans down their top, and
that? It's always the one that used to rush out, you know, the lesson before lunch. The one that used to rush out their lesson quick, front of the queue. You see it. I know, so I'm not gonna drop names.
I'm not gonna drop names, but there's a few I'm thinking of
you
as
see
well.
them ones. Shit, fuck, man. I ain't even queued up yet. He's jammed his fucking whole baguette.
Them man. Nah, do you know what? Eating with the mouth open. I think it's one of them ones. Yeah, if I'm next to them or sat around them, it does piss me off. It's the slurping noise. But if I see someone doing it visually and I can't really hear it, I don't care. I think it's more it's more hearing it rather than seeing it.
Yeah.
What do you think with that?
No. If I'm in a quiet room and someone's chopping away,
Yeah.
it's a problem. Yeah.
Do you tell them?
But to be fair, I've been pulled on a couple of times when I've been like super hungry, man, or people have pulled me up on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, in workplaces or just like in general.
Yeah. My manager got me on Snap the other day, and we ordered a burrito in it. Big up El Picante. And I must have needed this burrito, and she looked at your phone. It's like, wow, I'm
You're
an animal.
munching.
Yeah, sometimes you don't. If you're in your zone, you're hungry. You don't really know.
It's
innit?
actually
But
so true that you don't really know.
I'm quick to pull people up on it, but
Yeah. Because it's just so funny that actually happens on a regular as well. Do you know what gets me vexed the most? Obviously, when I'm driving, yeah. Do you know what I'm going to get vexed now? You know when you're driving people, yeah, and then you're going through like a giveaway sign or whatever, or like you flash a man to come through, like, yeah, let you come through, and they don't say thank you. Oh my God. I feel like I want to turn the car and chase him. I swear. Like, there's at times, a guy done it, yeah, I was in Aylesbury, yeah, driving today actually, funny enough, to schools, yeah, for a school meeting, and let some guy come through in like some silver Range or something. White middle class guy, nothing, someone who worked hard for his car, done his thing. I thought, yeah, come through, mate. Just drove through, straight through. I thought, revving up the thing, like, do I turn around? But like, it just gets you vexed because it's these small things like that I don't get why people can't just say thank you.
it's the one where it's so obvious that you've gone out your way to help them as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it has, isn't it?
To be fair, yeah, I get pissed off when people do it, but I know a lot of my mates do it. Like, I'm in a car, and I'm like, nah, man, what are you doing? You got to say thanks to that one.
You
the
put your
guy
hand up
pulled
for
over, like, especially on like a country lane. This guy like had to like fucking do some next manoeuvre to like pull over. And
Yeah.
And he just drives by. I'm like, and I fucking last week, man, I was in his car. I was like, cheers, mate. Like,
Well, you done it for him?
Yeah.
I rate that one.
It reflects badly on me, man.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It's true. What about you? What are you like when you're driving? Like, you a polite driver with your vex? You like not say thank you sometimes?
Nah, I'm a polite driver, you know?
Yeah.
I think, but in the mornings, I'm always in a rush, innit? So mornings, if you catch me in the mornings, it's long.
It's long.
On the way to football, like every day, there's like a slip road coming up to go to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And the traffic goes back for about a mile.
Okay.
Like, you know, one lane, man.
Wait.
It's on a motorway.
That's not where you Snapchat me where the traffic lights change every minute.
No, that's
I was going to say,
Stevenage.
I was going to say.
So, like, there's a motorway, and then there's like a little lay-by to get up there. But it's little, so it goes on for time. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know about the man that sit back for a mile in the morning. I don't know what time they get up to do that. But I just go all the way to the front. Then I just go, zoom.
What, cut in?
Yeah.
100% I'm doing that. I don't care. Sorry, if you find me dickhead for that, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
That's life,
But
man.
whoever lets me in, I say thank you.
Yeah, give a little
But the
indicator
ones
flash.
the ones that don't let me in, then we're arguing.
What's
We're
at the
arguing.
end? Is it a roundabout at the end?
Nah, it's like, because it's such a small thing, it just gets
It's one
queued
lane,
up.
then it splits into two at the end.
And then, to be fair, there's a roundabout, but it's like further on. But it's mad,
Yeah,
man.
road
and
rage
it's always
is body.
Van drivers that get mad.
Van drivers.
Oh.
Yeah, but I get shook at them, yeah, because I always think they're bigger than me. So if they just want to cut me up, they're cutting me up. Like,
They don't
actually,
care, yeah,
like
they don't
lorries
care.
and vans, yeah, even on motorways, like lorries, and I'm just like, it's your time to shine, kid.
I see. Some mate of mine was telling me the other day that he saw some fucking lorry driver just on his phone down the motorway, like fucking fast lane. And he's like, mate, what the fuck? He goes, what? Just carries on. Like,
Yeah,
with
see, I
lorries,
think that's
man,
so
that's
dangerous.
fucked.
Lorries
you can't really
is...
play with people. You're playing with people's lives, man. If you're in the
Yeah, proper. Like, I think road rage is one of... I'm normally a calm driver, but I do get road rage. Like, sometimes, like if someone's driving slow in front of me, I overtake a lot. I can't even lie, admit I overtake a lot, but just people not saying thank you, I think that's one of the worst things that annoys me with driving.
It's the same with like in a passenger, man. Because I don't have a car at the minute. So like, when I'm in a passenger seat, it's where a junction. I'm looking, and people are like, "What the fuck you doing? Chill, man. You're like the passenger." But like I was with one of my mates, and we was fucking turning.
You love the effing word, innit?
Sorry,
Man, I love it. I thought we need to do a glitch of how many effings we've used in like 10 minutes.
Alright,
You
sorry,
ledge, you know.
Any kids out there, don't use the F word.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Brandon's that guy who'd have road rage.
Now people pull me up on it as well.
Yeah, I didn't realise. I'm saying,
When I
like,
watch this back, I'll be like, oh.
yeah, no, but it doesn't matter. But
But
carry on, go on.
like we're in a car and this guy's done a dickhead move on the road. Matey boy's calm. I'm like, what? fuck it, this and that. And then we nearly got into a scrap because I'm piping up. But he's like, chill out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's always get two contrasting personalities. My mum gets mad road rage. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Do you know what one that I find weird? And this is obviously, it's a bit mannerisms, but it's also like respect. And something growing up is that what I've been thinking about is completely different to road rage. Is, you know, kids, yeah? So say if like us that were 15 and we're chilling like out on the street like we did, yeah, and like we're playing out, oh my god, like we're smashing windows, doing all our bits and bobs.
Smashing windows, just like fucking
just off the cuff.
I can't lie, we were smashing windows.
Yeah, just doing whatever, getting chased by police, whatever, yeah, normal things, yeah. But you know when like you get them guys that like were adults and they're like trying to tell you what the rights and wrongs are.
Yeah.
And like they're respectable adults in their own profession, they're respectable adults, they're just trying to guide us. But because we're young and cheeky, we're not listening to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't care what they were saying. None of us really cared what they were saying or what they were trying to guide us. Like, they saying right and blah, blah, blah. But then say if, like, the older lot, like, the road boys, you could say that, the roadman, the guys chilling on the street doing nothing. If they were speaking to us or encouraging us, we would listen to them
right.
and then do what, obviously, they were doing and blah, blah, blah. So, like, where do you stand on that now we're older? Because I think, like, kids nowadays, still, when I see videos, like, on YouTube or, like, Twitter of, like, adults telling them, trying to guide them, they're just mouthing off and blah, blah, blah. So why do you think that is, like, with that respect type thing?
Because
The mannerisms.
that's who they look up to, innit? That's like, they see who are close to them.
So do you think that's just the same as our experience then?
Yeah, obviously older is like, you're close to them, innit? Like, they're like you, but they're just a bit older. So
Yeah.
you respect them. And you grew up around them, so like, you're going to kind of listen to what they say to you.
Rather than, like, from any guy in a suit
Yeah.
or whatever.
I think it's the same with, like, teachers. You might know about it as well, but I felt like the best teachers, it's not just about being able to deliver a good lesson, it's about being able to connect. So I feel like sometimes some teachers got that perfect mix, and I like big up Mr.
I
Lahari.
knew you was going to say it.
Mr. Lahari,
He was just a cool, but the thing is, he was a cool guy.
He understood you, innit? He could be strict, but also understood, like, the
I think, like,
communication.
yeah, man, like, teaching is not just about shoving some books down your throat. It's about, okay, cool, how am I going to connect with these kids and win them? You've got to win them over, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
true.
When schools recruit teachers, man, they've got
That's
to be like,
what I do.
okay, cool, exactly.
Yeah,
smart.
Yeah.
He's clever, but
That's
is he going to be able to, like, mix with the kids?
Yeah,
If
because
you're
even when I interview teachers, I actually think when I do the questions and stuff, when I ask them before I get them into jobs, it's the ones that talk about sort of that experience of, like, I want to understand the people, I actually want to get to know them, I want to find what, like, works for them, because you have to differentiate. And I always find when the people give me different answers, I'm like, I like you because I base it on how kind of we were and what we liked in teachers.
Yeah.
Because there's always one or two teachers that are your favourite. Like you said, Mr. Lahari there.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Fordham was one of mine. Just because he was a good teacher, but he also understood you mentally. I think that's a big thing.
Massive. But it's the same with, like, the best teachers are probably, like, the older ones, the old traditional ones, like, in terms of, like, their knowledge.
You reckon?
In terms of, like, the knowledge.
Yeah.
But they ain't got that, they can't bridge that gap between, like, the new kid. I remember, like, there were certain maths teachers when I was at school, and he was, like, old guy, man. He was like, why ain't you retired? But he knows his shit, but I'm like, no one's listening to you.
Yeah. What, Mr. King, was it?
It was Mr. King.
Oh my god, I had him! Oh my god,
Boring
I had
guy.
him. I had
Who's
Mr.
that?
King. Set 2. The PE
Yeah.
teacher, Mr. King.
Smart.
And everyone used to think it was his dad. Grey hair, Father Christmas.
Father Christmas was short hair. I don't even know if Father Christmas had long hair. Yeah,
Yeah, you know Mr. King.
He's
man.
Scottish?
Nah.
no,
You remember,
no,
trust me, he was at the back of B block. C block, sorry. Yeah, your block. Yeah, it's mad though, but it's so true because I just think that's one thing, like, with my, if I ever have children, obviously we'll have children in time, hopefully, but like, I just want them to sort of grow up, not always idolise themselves based on the guys that are doing the street thing, but also listen to the guys that are just normal, trying to give you credit because it will guide them along. Like, now I look back at it now, if someone's telling me that, I'll take it on board, but back then at 15, 14, 12, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Innit?
I think some people grow out of it though, innit? Like, and I think, like, now, like, you've got internet's a massive thing. Like, back in the day, we didn't really have access. Well, I know, like, you were early to have the internet. I remember I used to come around your house.
Can I borrow it now? Go on.
Go on Kazaa, download a few tracks and viruses with it and that.
Bear
But,
Oh my days.
yeah, but like now you have, like, access to all these, like, different personalities, all these, like, influencers and shit. So there's a lot more people to be influenced by.
To be influenced
now, do you know what I
by,
mean?
yeah,
I think
because it's so
back then,
easy,
it's like
visible.
you look at your circle.
True, and the neighbourhood you kind of brought up on because you're not really out there in that wide perspectives
yeah.
and talking to strangers as much. Whereas now, obviously, you're able just to talk to strangers online. If you really wanted to, you could network and do that, innit? Which is kind of crazy. Do you know another? Obviously, working-wise, you might have it through football and that. I don't know. Your teammates pissing you off. But obviously, us doing the working industry, work colleagues that are rude. Oi. Am I the only one here?
Nah,
I'm sorry, I'm not even going to draw out no names.
get it.
I have footballers that are my boys that are rude, but it's different obviously because they're my boys.
Yeah.
But I've had managers that I don't like shouting at me.
I swear.
Yeah.
What's it like? Because people don't even see that side. What are they like as managers? Because I just think, this is what I mean, we're just covering loads of people being rude, which happens on a day to day, but in football you don't really think behind closed doors managers are rude like that.
But they're rude.
Really?
They're rude, man. I would like.
You can't really pipe up either.
Yeah.
They drop you.
Yeah. Like,
that's
so you have no like obviously you have a leg to stand on, but it could all be taken away so quick.
Do you know what? That's actually mad, because we could say something back to someone. They can't just say your job, you sacked from your job. Whereas you, because you have to play football to that's your job to play, not just to like train and that's it, not play. Yeah. So you have to be careful. So what's it like actually when a manager's rude then?
Depends, innit? It depends like how you are in the team. If you know what I mean.
So if you're an important player,
like if you're an important player, starter, like you could get away with some stuff. Obviously it's rude, but if you go over the line, you're not getting away with it.
Yeah.
But
what are the consequences?
Can say it, but if you're like a bench player or like a rotational player and you say that shit, it's long. Yeah, it's long for you.
You might be looking for a move.
Yeah. So, but that's the worst thing about it, because obviously they could do whatever they're like managers, innit? They think no one can talk back to them. But you can. Like,
you have a right just as much as them kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's why I see like in the Prem from like an outsider's perspective, you see like some of these managers that ain't really doing well, and then the players don't know that they're playing for them, and then suddenly they leave. Another manager comes in, and suddenly they're running all around the pitch and that. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of the energy, the effort they put in and stuff. It seems like certain managers they're like, I'm not working for this dickhead.
Do you know what the thing is?
A fresh manager comes in there and they're really
all playing sick again. That's so true. You see the manager bounce.
Yeah, the thing is though, if you have good management in being a manager, then the players will play for you.
Play for you. That's why I think I think Solskjaer has that for you now. I'm not going to get into football. Yeah. But I think his management.
That's one of the main things.
Yeah.
Like Klopp, you can see.
You can see they all buy into him, innit? Whether you're coming on for 10 minutes at the end, but then you're starting the week after.
That's what you need. Like, say, if you're not playing and that, you don't want a manager just to not talk to you.
Yeah, you're still part of the group.
Like,
and
you want him to talk to you and say, So that's one of the main things.
Yeah, that's so true. I don't think, like, in my working experience from like the last 10 years, I don't think I've had like managers be rude. Sometimes, you know, when they think they've got that big position of power, like some of them can be a bit rude. But I always just think it's work colleagues sort of on the same level same level as you, because they feel like they can say something just to try and look good. But then what pisses me off is that when they say something, I really feel like I want to box their face in. But I can't, because as real talk, I'm like, oh my god, I wish I could box your face in. But I'm in my shirt and trousers, like, be professional. But I just feel like because you're obviously at work and you've got a contract behind closed doors which you sign, there's nothing you can do physically or like say something abusive, because you're the one that's gonna to work on it. Yeah,
work nights out.
Yeah, like work nights out. Have a little word. Work nights out, punch him. But like, have a little but you can't really have a little word anywhere because it always gets spread out. And I just find that one of the hardest things, because I think when you work, there's always someone somewhere that's gonna like undermine you or piss you off or say something, and you can't really do anything. What do you do? What are you like as if people say rude things?
I don't know, man. I feel like in general, any judgment that is made, or I don't know, if they're being rude to me, they've made some sort of judgment or they're criticising. But I look at that as that's their problem. That's an insecurity on their part, not mine. Like,
okay.
If I'm doing what I'm doing, if I'm confident in what I'm doing, then I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. If anyone's got anything to say, if they're judging or they're criticising, that's cool. You do that. It's fine. If people are allowed to have an opinion, if they want to judge, they can. But I don't need to be affected by it.
Okay, so with judging, like people prejudging, do you think? Quick question for you and you as well. So, do you think people naturally judge? I'm doing a few bloopers now,
You better go back to 2019 and focus.
Do you think people judge naturally, like consciously, or do you think it's a choice the way people do it? Because I don't think I'm not a judgmental character. But no matter where you come from or blah blah blah, I just go there with an open book. Yeah. And I just see and
you know what? That. I think people deny. Sorry, fucking.
What's that?
You're right.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, too much shady.
No, it's that's tiny. But yeah, I don't know. I think people can deny being judgmental in a way. I think that like judging is something that happens.
Okay.
You don't have to attach yourself to that judgment. I mean, like, I think it's like a human thing.
Yeah, so you think,
for
like,
example,
subconsciously people all do it in their own way?
Well, we're just animals, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know this sounds deep, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say,
talk.
for example, you're walking down the street and you see a particular group of people that your body just makes a judgment.
True.
They're intimidating. I don't want to walk past them.
Yeah.
A, B, and C.
Yeah.
You can either believe that, or you can be like, oh, wait a minute, my mind's doing a mad.
True.
So
That's
I think
a good point.
that's like, again, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think like humans,
That's a good example.
the human brain wants to keep you safe.
Okay. Nah, man's
true,
going deep, but I like it. No, that's what he's thinking. He's
It
like,
does, man. Like,
He's thinking of safety first. Okay,
It's
no,
not
I like
about-
it.
Human brain wants to keep you safe.
No, you're right. Honestly, like when I'm running and stuff. To that, yeah. When I'm running, my body's like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Stop, man. I'm it's wondering why the fuck you're putting it under stress. Do you know what I mean? So your brain's like, chill the fuck out. I'm like, nah, I'm running, man.
Yeah, fun.
It's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like, you know, like when you're walking past people and your brain's trying to like protect you in that. Like,
That was a really good example, actually. What do you think? Because
I'm a judgy person.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad someone's actually for a different opinion, because I thought we were all going to think the same thing.
Nah.
And say that.
Nah, I am judgy. Like,
Okay.
it depends.
Give me examples of ways where you wouldn't judge. 'Cause I want even be open about it. So give me examples of where you would judge and where you think people could judge but you don't judge. That make sense?
Nah, it don't.
Okay. Okay, give me an example of where you would judge. Give me
Where
a
I would
couple.
judge.
Where you naturally just think you're walking along, you're driving along, you could be out somewhere and you're like, I'm judging.
Okay, so where I'd be judging is like, say I'm out
Mm.
and I see like one of them. Nah, I can't even say that.
No.
I can't even say that.
Go on. Dude, I don't even know what you're going to say either. Okay,
But I see
good.
just a chirpy guy. Like if a chirpy guy
okay, that's
just
a good
comes
word.
up to me in the club just randomly,
Mm.
I'm thinking you're on coke.
Okay,
That's the first thing I'm thinking.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Like, just
That's
come-
not even a bad
No.
judgmental way, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You're just thinking, because they've just come up for no reason on a mad one. You're thinking,
just
what is
bare
going on?
chatty
Yeah.
for no reason.
I get a lot of that, man. I feel like there's certain people at school, man, that you might have to share their lesson with.
Yeah.
But as soon as they're on the juice,
Yeah,
they're like,
it's called like,
bro, it's like,
Yeah.
we weren't that cool, man. Like, relax. I tried to avoid you in school.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
man. But not judging. If I see people like who said we went back to the old one, like people who have designer on,
yeah.
I wouldn't be wondering what they do till I've got that.
You would or you wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I wouldn't judge it.
Okay.
A lot of people would, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So are you like?
That's interesting. Okay,
You like
so I'm not. I don't think I'm judgmental, but like, say if I see someone in designer, for example, now, and I think they look a bit roughish, I would be thinking, I wonder what they're doing. Obviously, naturally, I don't know. I don't actually just look at them and think, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Look at them like that. But in my head, I'll be like, walk past them, and I'll be like, interesting. And I carry on about my day.
Do you feel
But
that in your head, or do you say it out loud?
no, I say it. Yeah, say it in my head. Say it in my head. Definitely in my head.
Right.
But yeah, I say it in my head. But I don't think I'm very judgmental, just based on, I think, all the people we've kind of known and grown up around in our life that have come from rough backgrounds. Some obviously have done really well, and some are born into a rich background. But I think it's a hard one, because I think a lot of people, like you said, do judge. But then that example you gave of thinking of safety first,
Yeah,
I think.
I've kind of.
But then again, it's like, even when you go into a job, like some people think, they assume that like you're not going to be good at your job. Like they assume you're not good at your job, but you actually are. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you don't think that.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
But like, okay, for example, I'm gonna actually talk about myself. I think I'm good at my job. I've been doing it for 4.5 years, yeah. But because sometimes my common sense, so I say, nah. But I've been in it for a reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because I come out with some like wild comments, or like sometimes my common sense, people think, Ty, you think of some maddest things. It's like they don't think. I don't want to say the word dumb, but they think, I'm not loose cannon, but they think I think different.
Maverick. Yeah.
Different to them, but I'm actually like good at my job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even though I come out with some wild statements and blah blah blah, but I'm actually like still good at my job. So it's a hard one because I know that people judge that way. Like when I hear little comments made, when I put them on the spot, and I'm like, what? And they don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. 'Cause I don't like it. 'Cause I feel like they're trying to like intimidate you, or put
People
you
like
down.
underestimate, especially like you. I don't know what you do properly, but essentially you got to sell something to someone, haven't you?
Yeah.
So like, people underestimate. Like, going back to school, man. They teach you how to be book smart, But I see people that are fucking step 1 and they're working in some factory. I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa.
it's true. Do you know what? That's mad,
I'm down
isn't
here
it?
in step 3 and I'm earning more money than you now. Do you
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
You know, but I think like from school days,
Depends what people are
I don't know how
content
it got
with as
to this, but from school day they need to emphasise street smart. You need to be street. Do you know what I mean?
They don't teach you. We have to. I'm gonna do.
You
I'm
need
gonna
to
do a
get to the
podcast
game.
on this. I don't want to get into it, but they
That's
don't
to be
teach
what-
you about
yeah.
life goals and life
Yeah.
lessons, saving for a house, saving for a mortgage. But that is something we need to talk about. I like that
Same
one.
with you, man. People might criticise you because whatever, they make some sort of judgment, but
Yeah.
you might have a whole new way of getting your job done, but it might be more effective. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to do everything by the book. It's almost like
It's true. Okay, I've got a good one.
Go on then. Hit me.
Okay, us 3 have all been to the same club.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember this years ago 'cause it sticks out to me. So we all go to the club.
let's get into this one.
We're just smart. No, you know it. You know I'm like. So we're just smart, and we go to the club. Yeah, because this is another one I want to talk about. Bouncers being rude. Yeah, because I think the battle of getting into a nightclub is horrendous. It's horrendous, especially if you're not from that town or that city. So we went to the club in Birmingham, and we're all just smart. We rock up. We've got a table reserved, and then they say, "No, you're not coming in tonight." And we got there at 11 o'clock, nice and early, right? Yeah, and I know loads of people struggle with this one because I see people banning about it all the time. So we get refused, yeah, and then we can't come into the club. They say to us, "Oh, you haven't got your table reserved, blah, blah, blah." So Brandon, obviously, you were behind us in the queue, right? So it's me, Ty, a few others, like 5 others. You're behind us in the queue. We then step aside after like 5 minutes of trying to argue the bouncers. You're in trainers, right, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in trainers. Plain white tee. I remember, he was in a plain white tee,
Glad you
trainers.
remember, I don't-
Yeah, plain white tee, trainers. Shows his ID, bounce up. Lovely, mate. Step in, have a great night. What is going on there? Brandon, you're then like the bouncer.
I'm off, mate. I'm straight to the bar. I look
Yeah,
like,
you're like, hang on,
Yeah.
I'm with these lot. Bouncer literally freezes and he's like, doesn't know what to do. Because obviously then you're like, right, well I can get in the club, but why can't these? And then the bouncer's all trying to pull out all different excuses like, oh, well his eyes are too drunk, but Michael had not even drank. Michael was dead sober.
That time with Michael when they told him smile. The woman! Oh
Do you remember?
my God.
Yeah.
So the
Oh,
woman
that-
was
that-
so
Now,
cheeky. So
Birmingham,
she's-
you get a lot of problems.
yeah,
with that.
I know,
so the
but-
woman come out, it's like, oh nah, he looks too moody, why don't you smile? Michael smiled, she goes, actually don't do that.
I know. Mate, it was horrific.
It's like, whoa, whoa.
That was it. That was it. It was like the lights were out.
That's a confidence crusher.
Yeah, that was Andy Ruiz to
Yeah,
AJ.
yeah,
That was literally.
That's a counselling one. That one.
Yeah, but literally, like that's how rude they were. We didn't get in. We had to like all just go to a different club for the night. But how do you feel than like bouncers? Because they must go like desperately. Well, none of us are bouncers here, of course, but they must look at people and be like, right, they're not coming in. But why? That's 100% the biggest way of prejudging, especially when it comes to males, innit? But why? It's mad, innit?
I don't even know, you know.
I think like in their head, like I don't know whether like the club owner does a little kind of meeting prior to the night and say, yo, okay, cool. This kind of certain type of person, whether it be race or whether it be age or whether it be, I don't know, people that are wearing this type of clothing, cut down on it, only limited amount, because for whatever, they might have like an agenda, do you know what I mean? Or it might be that bouncer's personal problem against a certain race or a certain type of
It's
person.
a mad one.
Do you know what I mean?
I just don't really know, and I'll never get that because people still have that trouble now. Like even if I go out of town now, I'm conscious of like I go out and I can't relax until I'm in the club.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't. If we go to Manchester for the weekend, you can't relax because you have to wait till you're actually in
We
the club.
went-
China White, that club is the best place, but it's very hard to get in. The only thing that can fuck you up on a night out is people can buy your table off you.
Okay.
So you the club promoters,
Yeah.
some of them are my friends in it, so it's calm now. But before I even knew them, so this is the risk you took, innit?
Okay.
So you have to DM them saying, I want a table for this much, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, yeah. I was like, so am I putting a deposit down or like what? He was like, nah, we don't do deposits. So like, you can't reserve it.
So
Obviously,
is it like a bidding game?
nah, but your name's on there.
Mm.
But if say like someone comes and they say, have you got any tables left? They'll say, yeah, for 1.5. And you've paid you're paying 1.2. So they're making £300 extra just like that. And if they say yeah, then you get there and they say sorry, table
And that's a
gone.
Boy,
That's
that's
table
mental.
gone.
Because ballers go there as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm excited for my birthday and that fucking Leroy Sané comes along, fucking buys my table.
So you gotta get there. To be fair, if you get there early, like it's on you, innit, really. If you get there early, they can't buy your thing. They can't buy your table.
Yeah, okay.
But getting there at like 11.
Okay, so what's the dress code there like then? Because obviously we didn't get in partly to the dress.
That's what I like about China White, man. The dress code, you can wear literally anything. Like trainers,
trainers,
hats.
anything.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh, hats as well?
Yeah, sick, man.
See, that's sick. I've never been there before, to be fair.
I need to go.
We went 101, didn't we?
Yeah, 101's the same.
But when I got in there, that was a celebration. I know we had a table and that, but I was like, yes, we're in.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's that feeling. It's like you get that extra 10%. It's like you're 90% excited for a night out, but you never get that full buzz.
They were picking out folks. I remember we was in. Was like, oh no, mate. Like I don't know, it was like Willow or someone had.
Isaac had Yeezys on.
What is it? Yeah, Yeezys. And it's like, oh no, Yeezys. And when I like chat to him, like, oh fuck, they're gone then. I'm thinking.
That's what's mad though. Like I've been out and a few times in Manchester. Club Live, just like they're only shirts on Saturday nights.
Is it now?
Yeah. Well, like it's been like that, but. Obviously, people get him with t-shirts, and you're being turned down. You're like, but I've just seen him go in with a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So how can you not let me in? It's ones like that, like, and the ones with trainers. Like, I was wearing trainers another time. It's called Sakana. That place is live as well. I love Manchester, man. It just all come flooding back. Take me back. So anyway, I was wearing trainers, and the bouncer was like, "You can't come in. You got trainers on." It's like, come on, man. Then you can see people in more trainers than mine, like more kind of trainers than mine, and they just walk in. I'm like,
typical.
Nah, surely.
It's like they have a literally like a personal agenda.
They do, man. Like, I don't know if it's I don't know, man. Or it's a club that just have this across the board.
But girls never have this problem as well. They just want more girls all the time.
No,
girls
they do.
never get to experience. What?
They do.
Girls?
What? Have you not heard about that?
Nah, I heard about that.
But to be fair, I've only heard about it in London. Like London turned down like Butters girls.
I remember it was going on Twitter. This was like a couple of years back. Actually, it was being a big thing. Yeah.
I'm not justifying it in any way. Just let's get that straight. No justifying, alright. But I'm saying like that's that's because a big thing now. Like when I'm checking out if a club's live or not. Like you look on Insta the location tag and you see what it's about.
Yeah.
If I'm seeing. Like a certain...
No, it's true. It's true.
I'm sorry.
If I'm seeing that, you check it out and you see what it's about. If you're seeing fucking 40-year-old Barry at the side of his Fosters, I ain't going there. Fuck, do you know what I mean?
They're smart. They won't put their photos up. I know what you mean.
I want to look at a good vibe, and whether that's pretty girls, whether that's smartly dressed people, it is what it is, and I think that's unfortunate, man.
So you remember it though, innit? You remember it.
You're right about no, 100%.
People were saying it in their bars.
I remember, people saying in the bars. I remember it being like on Twitter, like an Insta thing. It was definitely like a couple of years back.
It was a hashtag.
It was like a big thing, and like people were like really talking about it. What do you think about girls being rude?
Being rude?
Yeah, no, it's like, so now we're talking about girls.
What kind of environment?
In a clubbing environment. I think some girls have mad attitude.
Do you know what? Like, obviously throughout the years you experience it as a guy, and it's inevitable. And it obviously
not every girl's gonna be a nice.
You have to take the L sometimes and just move on. And but I feel like for us, we can't put ourselves in the girls' shoes, and the girls can't put themselves in the guys' shoes. So there's always going to be this standoff. So girls, think about how many times a night girls get pestered.
Okay, See, I'm liking your point.
They're not thinking this guy might be decent. This guy might not be a dickhead. Yeah. She's thinking, oh, I just don't want to fucking guy,
another guy
slapping
straight
my
line.
ass, tapping my shoulder, like get the fuck away. Do you know what I mean? And the same with me. Imagine if the roles reversed. Imagine we went out. Imagine a world. That would be weird. I just thought. But imagine going out and it's suddenly girls were onto you. But it would be even if it's like it'd just be annoying, wouldn't it? Like let me talk.
He'd love it. He's looking at me like. I know.
Do you know why I'm looking at you like that? Because that's what's money.
Say if you're mid combo with your mate,
that.
it's like I'm chatting to my mate here, and someone comes up to you like, nah, fuck off.
Yeah.
I
don't know, but then again, if you think about it, like girls girls do get approached, probably numerous times on a night out, but then
they have to.
It's what
they have to though.
They want to, because otherwise they don't think they look good. But two, if you approach them in different ways to like what most men probably do, and you just go up to them in a polite way. I'm on about them ones that just like be rude back for no reason. They're the ones I'm trying to talk about. There's enough of them. That like have got that attitude.
They're the difference. Yeah.
They're the difference, innit? That's what I mean. Like, I don't get why. If they've got a man, they could just politely say, do you know what? Like, I've got a boyfriend, so I don't really want to talk. Yeah. Cool, that's fine. Like, I appreciate that. Yeah. But then there's some that like are just rude.
Rude, like, rank, this is the word.
Is that the word?
Look at you.
Yeah, look at you like, you know,
and not even chat, you know.
Is that a northern word?
No.
I'm learning to say no.
Looking up and down, you know. And just carry on with what they were doing.
Yeah, they kind of like, I feel like, oh my god, that's like discrimination.
That's mad, you know.
Yeah, that's actually mad. Even, you know, even the smallest thing, like, coming away from that now, I'm just thinking of mad topics now, and I've had a look, even a one little juice. But it would be people holding the doors open for you.
What, like?
Sam, that's better loud. Man just said Sam. Man is here rapping in the background. I'm like, Sam, that's better loud.
Take everything.
Mr. McMahon.
I couldn't even finish.
Mr. McMahon.
No, I don't think we put that in. Man, this is like, man, I'm thinking, do I just skank kid? Do I just nod my head or like what? Man, just like,
I'm trying to ignore it. I'm trying to ignore it. Like, what's that?
Man, do that. Look at it.
Oh, man.
But no, what was I saying? Like, even the smallest thing, yeah. even the smallest thing, yeah. Do you not get even the smallest thing probably gets me mad the most?
What?
You hold a door open for someone and they don't say thank you.
Oh,
How have I even forgot to speak about that one?
Yeah,
That's happened so many times. Even people at my work do it. The next time they do it, I'm bringing them. I'm drawing them out. I don't care. It happens at work. Even well, not even with my work colleagues, people in that environment in the building. If they don't do it, I'm just gonna be like, "Did your mum not teach you the word thank you?" You see what they say? Just put them on the back burner.
Do you want to hear a mad one?
Go on then.
I don't know why it just come up to my head. It's not even directly related to opening doors.
Go on.
Not too long ago. You know, is it body care or something like that in town?
Body care. Okay, yeah.
You know, you get them cheap toiletries that are shit.
Yeah.
I need some face wash. You go to them ones. I went there and they queued. So like, there's, at the till, 2 ladies. Yeah, one of them was just filing her nails or clipping her nails or something, and one was serving. So I'm like, can I go up to one clipping her nails, or is she occupied? Do you know what I mean? So like, I was next to the queue. She's like, yeah, come on, lady clipping her nails. Nails calls me over. I walk over. Shit, you not. She clips her nails. It fucking flies and hits me in the face. Mad.
And you didn't say nothing.
I don't know what I do.
Wait, no, she was like an old woman. I want another one of these ones. Why aren't you retired? I let her off. No, not let her off. I looked at her. I was like,
bad.
I don't know, man. She was so old. I didn't want to put her up on it. I was like, can't.
Oh, did she also wait? So she was clipping her nails, right? And she didn't notice it flew at you.
Nah. But why are you clipping your nails? Like, there's time and a place. But yeah, she done it. And honestly, man.
She's probably trying to sell the nail club clippers.
Promotion. Oh,
Nah,
but that's a mad one because, yeah, shopkeepers can be rude. It's even like waiters and stuff. Some waiters can be rude. People in the shops can be rude, especially like when you see them on their phones and stuff.
Yeah.
But even like my boy was saying to me, he went to the jewellers in London to buy his missus like a ring or something from a shop. He was just dressed in a tracksuit and that. He works in recruitment like me, so he's been working hard for his money. He's a bit older than that. Went into the shop and then he said he noticed people at first, like, I'm not trying to discriminate here, but like white middle class people probably just smartly going into the shop and they're like greeting him like, oh, hello sir, how are you doing? Like, you're right, how can we help? He walked in the shop, didn't get none of that, so he was like, okay, bad energy straight away.
Yeah.
But then he noticed that like security were following him around and like basically watching him. And then like when he was like trying to like purchase his stuff and that, they're like proper like questioning him and stuff like, have I not got legit money here? And it's mad because obviously that's another way of like prejudging and people being rude because they didn't actually give him an introduction, but all these other people that give him an introduction. So you know what he actually did? He just said, I'm not buying it. Walked out the shop straight because obviously he was just like, why are people prejudging me when I'm actually working and getting legit money? When he said, look at people that like do bank heists and stuff. They said they just dress like normal people. You wouldn't even know that's them.
Yeah.
But it's just naturally that image of people like bringing it up in their heads, isn't it?
Remember that dickhead? A guy used to work down One Stop down our way. That racist old bloke, man. Literally, yeah. That old guy, I think his name was John or something. Old.
Wait, I'm trying to think.
You know who he is. Everyone had a problem with the guy. Right?
Okay.
I know certain people that went in there, yeah, with the hoods up. Sometimes you don't intentionally do it. You go in, you've got your hood up, it's a cold day or whatever. You go in there, and the funniest story, like they were close, and I'm not going to say that they're close friends. Yeah. They went in there, hoods up, and the guy goes, take your hoods off. And they're like, alright, I will, but can you just ask me nicely? He goes, no, take your hoods off. He goes, no. He's like, ask me nicely. So basically, there's a disagreement. He goes, cool. He goes, I'm not going to serve you unless you take your hood off. I'm like, calm, don't serve me. I'm just going to grab my shit and walk out then. So you get him noticed.
Yeah.
So he went up to the till, they got all the chocolate and that. Went to the till. Good, I'm not serving you. I'm safe. I'm going. They walked out with their stuff, and basically it was back in the day. I was playing football on the right wing, and he's like watching me play football, and I'm fucking running up and down the wing now, and they're like, oh, suddenly I see police. Grab him up.
Really?
I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm trying to, the ball's coming to him. I'm like, oh shit, man, what's that?
Start right on the pitch.
Do I back it or do I stay on the pitch?
Yeah.
No, like, I was mad. But yeah, like, that's another one.
Example. And exactly, you're probably young as well, like, you're a young kid.
Yeah, but it's just, some people just give off bad energy, like you say.
Yeah, it's literally just giving off bad energy, innit? What are you sitting there cutting your eye, you're thinking?
John.
Just thinking, innit? No, I'm trying to remember it, because I remember that story, but I can't remember it properly.
I think we all grew up on the state, like, how mad stuff happens, like. So what do you think? Do you think we're like people being rude, just in general, sort of like summing up? Because there's so many things. Like, I'm just thinking, obviously, what we spoke about. But then, like, is it just individuals, or do you think it's sort of like the way people are in their cultures? Like, so I think older generation, right? So older generation, I think they've struggled to adapt with that. There's loads of multiculturals now. So there's a lot of blacks, there's a lot of Asians, obviously East Africans, everything, yeah. Just say every South Americans, whatnot. I think the older generation have struggled to adapt to that. There's loads of, obviously, different ethnicities in the country nowadays. So I think you always get a few bad vibes from older generation. That's what I feel I've found anyway. But then I actually, like, know people that say, yeah, my nan and granddad are racist. And it's like, raw.
Yeah, I hear quite a lot of that.
Yeah, you do. Like, my nan and granddad are racist, but obviously they're not and their parents are not. But that's just because they've not been able to adapt to, like, what's going on now. So they probably hate on it, to be honest. They don't like it. But they've just got to be open-minded. They don't. So, like, with people, like, being rude and just general mannerisms anyway, do you think it's sort of, like, embedded in you, sort of family inherited-wise? Like, they build you up to be that way? Or do you think it's just individual preference? Because what are the reasons why people are rude? Like, so people don't even hold doors open. People are judgmental when you go to clubbing. People don't even say thank you when, like, you drive past them and that, like, because everyone has a choice, and that's the choice they're choosing to make.
I think it's just if you're a polite person in general. The car one is, I think it's just like, and if you've got the time of day.
Do you do it?
Yeah,
it's harder.
I do it. I do the car ones. I do. I think
it's
all the rest is being like brought up. That's how you brought up.
What it is, man.
Like holding your door and that. You just like your mum your mum tells you that, like, hold the door open for people. Like, the only one I struggle with, like, I don't think about, this may seem bad, it happened in bus, isn't it? You know, like, if someone old gets on the bus and that, you're just supposed to stand up.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't even thinking, innit? You know when you're not thinking, you're just
like
chilling.
off your chair, you sit down and that.
I did that, and then one of the Spanish was like, look, you're supposed to stand up. I was like, oh, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. That's human error, so that's not bad, yeah.
But, I understand.
Do you know what? It's funny because even when I was thinking about this one, I think, like, driving past someone and whatever, or someone holding the door open, it's harder not to say thank you than thank you. It's like you force yourself not to say thank you, because the natural response is thank you. And everyone's going to be watching something thinking that's actually true, because when you walk past someone and actually just say thank you, or like someone just like, it's you're challenging your brain not to say thank you, because the natural response is thank you.
I kind of get a kick out of it as well, man. Like, you know, when I say thank you, because as well, like, I know it sounds deep, but you don't know what's going on in someone's life, yeah? If you just say thank you to someone that's, or just general politeness, that can make someone's day, do you know what I mean? That might be real significant for that person.
Yeah, because they should be... So emotional intelligence.
Yeah, I just think, like,
that's a good
it
point.
Just creates good energy. And, like, you don't go out there, like, purposely, you just do it. And I think, like, there's certain people out there that you might have opened a door for, and that might... At night time, they might think about that. Like, oh,
do you know what? That's so good. I don't even know what... Yeah, touching on that emotional intelligence, I think that's so good, because just to be aware of your surroundings, of what someone else could be going through, what they're thinking about, you actually really don't know. And that's why I always say, like, manners do come free, and I think there's nothing better than just to be naturally a polite person, like you said.
I don't know if it's going to get worse, though, like, this generation. I know you like to talk about generation and stuff, but, like, I don't know, man. I feel like... And now, I don't know if I were the parent, I'll be doing the same. I don't know. I like to think not, but I think it's convenient now. Like, okay, cool, kids are active. Obviously, you love your kids and that, but sometimes they're going to be so active, running around. You're like, oh, I just want to chill, you know. Chuck them an iPad, chuck them a MacBook, or what? Not MacBook.
Yeah.
But like,
I do that with my nephew sometimes. I can't admit that first hand.
And it pacifies them, innit?
Yeah, it does, and
so
it just like winds them down.
It's almost like a dummy in a way. Like, it just chills them out. So it's almost like I feel that. You've got to get the balance right. There might be times where it's suitable, but I fear that parents are like substituting it now. It's almost like it's so convenient to give them an iPad that you're not teaching them morals. Nah, take them out, man. Build bases.
So do you think because they're giving them that then, so that can kind of link to mannerism. So you're saying kids are going to get, like, they're getting their iPads, which they're getting their iPad, they're getting a PlayStation, they're playing them from young. Because they're getting given those things, whereas we, as kids, kind of beg for more. We had to do something really, like, we had to wait till Christmas, like, the year after they come out because it's too expensive. So you think because they're getting given them now, they're then not appreciating them as much because they think it's just become so normal that then that affects their manners because then they just expect rather than actually be really respectful about it and have manners, obviously, of trying to build up to getting that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Kind of. I'm trying to link them too, because if you're just getting given everything, you're kind of not really appreciating, which is then also linked to manners, because appreciation and manners are kind of the same thing. Like your thank yous, like you're working hard for something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now you're just saying, like you said, chuck them an iPad, blah blah blah. Kids are now growing up just expecting, and then they don't really care. They've got an attitude, I don't care, like, oh, this and that. Well, like, I've got this anyway.
But I think like sometimes that goes down to like, I don't know, man. Like certain people that get everything. I think certain people have like a bit of a get a bit pissed off when they see someone who's certain people that like have quite wealthy parents.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a wealthy parent, your natural instinct is to give your kid the best you can. So if you're earning a good wage and you can afford to buy your kid an Audi for their first car, you're probably going to do it, innit?
He's been listening to our podcast.
Yeah, he's going, yeah.
But it's the same thing, man. Like, for them, it's like they see it as normal. But then it's like, even lower down the pecking order, like, just everyday working class people, they've got stuff to be grateful for. But they take it for granted as well. Simple things, man. Like, again, heating. I was speaking to people the other day. This guy I was speaking to the other day, and he was talking about, like, back in the day, man, we were happy if we had heating on.
No,
but
it
sounds deep.
Yeah.
Happy if you have heat. There's places in the world.
That's funny you say that.
They don't have clean water.
Yeah.
Hot showers. Like and even if you haven't got a lot of flashy stuff, you can be grateful for that.
It's so funny you said that because the girl I work with, she after Christmas, we just come back now from Christmas break, and she was like, "Oh, I was like, how was your Christmas and that?" And she was like, "Oh, it's horrible." I was like, "Why?" She goes, "Oh, boiler broke. We didn't have heating for 2 weeks." She literally was like, "It was the worst." Like, she literally said how bad it is, and like she said, you don't understand how, like, appreciate. She goes, "Oh my god, that made me realise after not having it, and the first time in years not having it, how, like, appreciate it was." And it is like the smallest things. Yeah, it's true. It's like, even sometimes I do think people can get, like, the reason that I can back up people, I'm not saying back up, because I don't think anyone has a reason to be rude or they should be, like, have bad mannerisms anyway, because everyone has them. But I think if you have low self-esteem, or like you said, what you said, you've had something that's really impacted your life, so say someone's like passed away or something, there's ways that you might not be thinking straight, which gives you reasons of why you haven't done something. Because I know people will be looking at this saying, well, not, obviously people are rude sometimes for reasons, or there's something going on in their heads. And I think that might be why, because obviously someone could have passed away, they might have lost their job, they've missed a payment. It just could be something. Do you know what I mean? You might have even bought a fresh pair of trainers and you've just stepped in the biggest puddle of mud and you're like, they're ruined, 170 quid down the drain. And you're just like, I'm pissed off, I want to drive, I want to get home. And like, you just drive through and like, you after think, oh, I should have said thank you, but you don't. So they're probably ways of like low self-esteem, of ways of why people do. I think the other reason, I think like cultural, like I said, like older generations and adapting to sort of like ethnicities. I think lack of self-esteem, family upbringing, I think that's a big one, like we said there. But I just think, like you said, I don't know if it's going to get better or worse. What do you think?
I'm saying worse.
No, because
I think these things just happen every day anyway.
Bringing up a kid, there's no right or wrong way in it. Like, no one knows how to bring up a kid.
Yeah, until you do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's up to you how you're going to bring your kid up, innit?
Yeah.
So once you get to them problems, like, how are you going to react? You don't know. Like,
you
don't know if you're going to teach them the right ways, or like, you're going to, because sometimes you're tired, you give him an iPad. You don't know, innit? So, but you can just do the best you can.
Yeah.
But you know what else? One thing that happened to me yesterday that made me happy. Not happy, but I was like, oh, that's nice of someone.
Yeah, see.
So I was at Nando's, and it's weird because I said my New Year's resolution is to give out a compliment a day in there.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, nice.
I've been failing, but I was at Nando's, and some guy, I was with my boy, and someone tapped me on my back, thinking, who the fuck is going to be touching me on my back? I turned around, this black guy's like, they're nice trainers, man. just random come out his way to tell me.
It's nice though, isn't it?
Like, oh, thank you, man.
Yeah,
It's so nice.
And you always remember like compliments or like good people and stuff like that. There's some people are like I've bumped into like after years. I might even just seen them at the gym, and like I said, I'll actually open the door for them. Or they're on a big weight, and I say, no, do you want a spot? Give them a help on their lift. Yeah. I see them like 6 months later, and they're like, "You alright, man? How you doing? You okay?" Like you've built up like a connection to a reason to speak with someone just because you've done something nice. People always remember something nice, and people always remember something bad. And it's whether you're going to make that right choice to try and be polite or just have the right mannerisms.
I think that's like a lot of that is like it's what I say when I say I'm concerned about like future generations and that like all these things you're talking about like human interaction, but like with I was at a restaurant the other week and I think it was like a small family 18th birthday. The older kids are this side of the table with the parents, and they've chucked anyone below the age of like 13 to the other side of the table, and there's 3 of them. One of them's got like some racing game on his iPad, like literally doing that at a table. Sure. And I'm trying to like not to focus on it, but I'm like, yeah. And then other kids like got his some fucking over ear headphones on.
Yeah. So basically, no social interaction or nothing.
There's nothing, and it's like it's easier to them like for them parents just
to say let them go and do their own thing. But if they're interacting, they could be listening and engaging in sort of adult conversations. They'll be learning.
But like how I look at you like how are these going to go on dates when they're older? Like, where are they going to find them skills?
Yeah, the people skills, the natural skills.
Like, that's what I'm worried about. Like, our generation, we were in a good time where we had a bit, technology came into our life.
Yeah.
But it wasn't at our fingertips.
It wasn't at our
fingertips.
We had the transition phase. We were in the transition.
You'd live in a very, like, pure way throughout the day. Like, you'd go to school, this and that. You'd interact with people. You learn how to do, like, other little things.
Yeah.
You come home, that's when the MSN starts.
Yeah. You go on it for a couple of hours. But my mum was always in that position where she wanted me to go out. She's like, why are you not going out to play?
Yeah.
Like, they got sick and tired of you actually being in the house. Whereas now, that's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I never see kids playing out now. That's
I know
what I'm saying.
You mentioned it on the other podcast.
Yeah, I did.
Middle field.
Yeah, like middle field empty now. Yeah. But like when we got up there, it was mad. Last point I want to make actually, because when you're say this puts you in the position now. So what do you do? I don't know why I didn't ask you earlier. So what do you do in the situation of you're in a queue and you're maybe doing customer service and you're talking to someone, yeah? And then you know people are queuing up behind you and you hear people going, oh, for God's sake, it's so long. Like, what do you do?
What if I'm...
So you're the one getting served and you're talking to someone, but then people are behind you in the queue and they're like, or like, when they're huffing and puffing behind you and they're like, you're the reason you're taking, like, making everyone take long. Do you turn around and say anything like, can you spare your mind, or do you just pretend you can't hear them and crack on?
It depends.
Because sometimes, I was looking online actually, and people say like sometimes it's best to just ignore it or like walk away from situations.
Just make a joke about it. You want to come chat too?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, because that happens.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. I've been in queues and I'm like doing stuff, I'm buying something, I say, oh, can I check it before I buy it? Like Argos queue, and they call it 976. And you go up, and people are like, oh, cashier number thing, please. Like, but at the end of the day...
To be fair, I'm not going to lie. I do it.
Well, you huff as well?
Only because I think...
If I can hear the convoy, I don't know what's going on, I'm like, oh, come on, that can be dealt with in 2 minutes. But if it's something serious, I'm going to wait. But it depends what it is.
The only time I do it is like, if I'm in a rush. That's why I think people do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're late for work, but you had to get petrol.
Yeah.
You're going to run out. But someone's chatting and that, trying to buy the whole shop. And they don't even want to let me in front or something.
Yeah.
Then that's the only reason why I just be like, oh, come on, man. Just hurry it along.
Yeah. That's why, because I didn't think of putting us in, like, the actual situations of, like, someone being rude to us as well. Because obviously you can get, like, the holding the door and blah, blah, and they'll still be rude, but it's, like, directly when they're just, like, aiming at you as well. Yeah, but other than that, I think we've covered quite a lot of topics, to be fair. We spoke for like an hour on loads of stuff. I'm still going to do a bloopers and see how many times we said the F word, by the way. F word, beep.
You know what?
Beep,
if you did mention it early on, I probably would have got about 80.
Yeah,
oh my God, it was so funny.
Yeah,
and also with the rap music in the background, I hope you lot enjoyed that, by the way. We'll let you know what the tune is on the next week's show.
That was locked in.
Oh, that's funny. But other than that, yeah, I think it's been a good episode. Obviously, starting 2020. We just thought we'd talk about loads of things like mannerisms and people being rude. Because I just think this stuff happens every day and people talk about it. And we wanted to talk about it because we know that you're experiencing the same things as us, because everyone does. We've got obviously another show coming on next week. We've planned even the next 4 or 5. So we've got a lot of stuff coming out.
We have a lot.
Yeah. We have a lot. Have you enjoyed it coming on, Bram, first time?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Interesting. It's like being on this side of it. goes quick.
Yeah, time flies, doesn't it?
Like it's an interesting.
Have you got any like? Because I think the hardest thing about even doing podcasts, like we set it up, and obviously we've got a few people coming on. But I think the hardest part is actually getting some people to find the confidence even to come on. Have you got a few things you want to say to them just about how like easy it is and
I don't know.
so forth?
Yeah, I've got this whole like thing. I've got a whole like new 2020 thing going on. One of them things is to not be like, if there's a fear, face it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure you lot with the first episode you come on and done your thing.
Definitely.
I've never been in front of a camera before. But it's a fear.
After the first minute though, it's done.
Instead of backing out of it, you face it.
Yeah.
2020.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
But yeah, it's good, interesting. So if there's anyone like you encouraging to come on, I'd say come on and just have a chat. It just flows naturally. It's all good.
Yeah, we wanted to quickly mention actually that obviously for when Keely came on as well and Roxy have some really good feedback, and we're actually going to get Keely to come on again for next week's episode. We're looking at it's going to be touching a few nerves again. So girls, boys, stay tuned for that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It's going to be a good one. But yeah, other than that, we're going to be back next week. We're starting 2020, and we've got lots more to come. So yeah, peace.